Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are back with the finale of this season for NCAA Football Promotion Relegation League. So last week we did the realignment in the conference championship game to see where we end off in the playoffs, and we decided after simming through some stuff and seeing what kind of offers we got, we decided that we will be leaving Sam Houston in 3 weeks to be the new head coach of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So we mostly picked Texas Tech, even though they went 13-0 and they'll probably hopefully go deep into the playoffs. We picked them because they seem the most fun of basically being a head coach, so we can get head coaching offers instead of just offensive coordinator offers. They're also, we get to stay in Texas, so even if we go undefeated as well and go to the Natty, kind of just besides the point on that, it's more like getting our foot in the door as a head coach. So basically, we'd only want to be one season as them until we move on forward. But finally, leaving Sam Houston after 3 years. So let's get right into it. Let's start doing our CFP brackets just to see some scores and things like that. So first we have Wisconsin and Ohio State. Wisconsin we beat in the conference championship game, but they stayed on at rank 11 and then got decimated by the Ohio State Buckeyes 36-3 in the first round. They did lose by 2 points, which was pretty good. Like, look at OT, 13 points, 15 points. So that's pretty crazy, man. Like, they played so well, but still got wrecked. 12 first downs to 16, 360 total offense to 422, 2482 rushing to 31-101, passing yards to 58 to 321, turnovers 1-1, and it was both interceptions. Okay, that's cool. Kept it pretty simple. All right, and then Ohio State quarterback Aaron Noland, 93 overall, sophomore, nice. So he's going to be around for a while. That's unfortunate for the rest of us. All right, and then we have, so he was 321 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 95 long, 22 out of 38, 57 completion rating. Then Wisconsin had Braden Locke, who we fought several times before. We fought him like 4 times, so kind of unfortunate he didn't make it further into the playoffs. 181.6 rating, 258 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 sacks, 18 out of 28 for 64 completion rating. And then rushing, we have 17 of 61 for Nate White, 5 for 38 for Braden Locke, and then for Ohio State, we were 16 of 55 for James Peoples, and 9 for 27 for Aaron Noland. Receiving for Ohio State, Mylan Graham, 96 overall sophomore. Wow. So 96 overall sophomore wide receiver and a 93 overall sophomore quarterback. They're going to be fantastic for a couple years. Mylan Graham, 3 of 118. Micah Bell, 9 for 84. Bryson Rogers, 6 for 81. Maxine LeBlanc, 2 for 21. And James Peoples, 2 for 17. Wisconsin, Kyan Barry Johnson, 84 overall junior, 2 for 74 as their top. And then Tyrell Henry, 5 for 50. Chris Brooks Jr., 4 for 48. Tikahuna, 2 for 30. Ashcraft, 2 for 29. And then Nate White, 3 for 27. And defensively for them, so no sacks. The interception was by Xavier Lucas Jr., 88 overall. And then no sacks for them, so actually kept it a relatively clean game. Oh no, there was a sack. So there was 1 sack by Peyton Pierce and 1 sack by Edric Houston. And then for interceptions, we had Jermaine Matthews Jr., 93 overall. So that's all those stats for that. And so now the next round, we have Indiana and LSU. So ranked 9 Indiana versus ranked 8 LSU. LSU won by 2 points, so another close game, 51-49. And this one also did not go to overtime, actually. They scored 23 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to come away with the win. That's pretty crazy. Another fun, close game. 572 total offense to 562. That's crazy. One of our higher scoring playoff games in this series so far. 14 of 42 rushing to 25 of 117. So LSU really carried with their running back. 30 of 39 almost had a perfect game, actually. Awesome. With 6 touchdowns for Indiana. That's crazy. 3 turnovers to 1. Oh, that'll do you, man. That'll do you. All right, some player stats. Tavon Jackson, 22.96 rating, 521 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 75 long, 1 sack, 30 of 39 for 76 completion rating. That's a fantastic for a 97 overall senior. Nice job, man. All right, then LSU, 201.4, 445 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 75 long, 28 of 39 for 71 completion rating, junior, 88 overall. It's really good for an 80 overall. And then rushing, we have Caden Durham, 17 of 85, and then Ricky Collins, 6 of 33 for LSU. And then for Indiana, Tavon Jackson, 3 for 41. So really good, doubled up on that quarterback. And then 11 of 10 for Kobe Martin. And receiving, Krishawn McCray, senior, 9 for 192. So all of their best boys are leaving. Caleb Pickett, 12 for 125, 86 overall sophomore, so he might actually stay out for a little bit. And then Cooper, 3 for 94. West, 4 for 81, and then 1 for 23 for Becker. And then LSU, 6 for 200 even for Leighton Abiatia. Nice job. 3 touchdowns just for him. And then Aaron Anderson, 6 for 90. Pimpton, 7 for 80. A lot of seniors leaving on the LSU side. Shelton Sampson, 5 for 51. And Durham, 3 for 16. All right, next we have West Virginia and Florida. Florida wins, ranked 4th, 38-24 against number 14, West Virginia. 16 first downs to 15, 367 total offense to 453, 2565 for rushing yards, 1972 on Florida side. Then on player stats, we have DJ Lagway, 247.9 rating to 349 yards, 4 touchdowns, 60 long, 4 sacks taken. Wow, 17-24 for 70 completion rating, a 91 overall junior. That's a pretty good score. And then Nico Marcholi, senior, 99 overall. Yeah, he played fantastically, but will be graduating. 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 47, 3 sacks, 23-38 for 60%. Then rushing, 10 for 47 for Jaheim White, 7-20 for Marcholio. And then Clement, 3 for 12. And then for Florida, we have Trayon Webb, 10 for 85, 90 overall junior. He's going to be like 95 overall next year. 7 of 16 for Lagway, also a junior. The receiving, starting off on Florida, Jeremiah Smith, 6 for 130. And then Hakeem Williams, 5 for 103. So 2 wide receivers with both 100 yards receiving. Then Gavin Hill, tight end junior, 3 for 58. Wilson, the third, 2 for 48. Captain, senior, and 1 of 10. And West Virginia only had one person doing 105 yards. It was the junior Isaiah Shelton with 8 for 105, 91 overall. He's probably going to be like 96 next year. Gallagher the third, 5 for 76, 5 for 65 for Clement, 2 for 19 for Johnson, and 2 for 12 for Ray. And then finally, defensively, we had 2.5 sacks for Mekhi Byerson, so a great go-ahead for the sophomore. And 1.5 for Marquise Moore. And then Florida had 2 sacks by Adam Kisiai, and then Keeley got 1. All right, and then the last round of the playoffs, we have Washington ranked 10, beating Texas ranked 7, 30-27. So another very close game, just winning by a field goal. Texas almost mounted a comeback in the fourth quarter, but couldn't hold out because they got shut out in the first. So 18 first downs to 16, 371 total offense to 365, 1733 to 2392. So kept it relatively close. 2 turnovers to 1, and both interceptions. And for some player stats, we have Arch Manning, 94 overall junior. I forgot Arch Manning. Yeah, he's in. He's playing strong. Got ranked 7, but not enough to hold out. So Arch Manning, 94 overall junior. So next year he's going to be probably about 98 overall. 148.6 rating, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 30 long, 1 sack, 26 of 40 for 65%. They have so many quarterbacks on their team. And then Demon Williams Jr., 87 overall junior, 142.2 rating, 335, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 41 long, 1 sack, 29 of 42 for 69%. And for Washington for rushing, we have Demon Williams Jr., 10 for 26, so their running back did nothing, unfortunately, for this one. And then for Texas, their running back got 10 of 60. Quintremion Wisner is senior, so he'll be graduating after this year. And then Arch Manning was 5 for 20. Gibson was 6 for 12. Receiving, starting off on Texas, we had Ryan Niblett, junior, redshirt, 86 overall, 8 for 118. DeAndre Moore Jr., 8 for 69. McCoon, 5 for 41, and on Washington, 4 for 39, so not very much passing throughout. Vincent Holmes, sophomore, 89 overall. He's going to be like 94 next year. 11 for 133, 5 for 74 for Boston, 364 for Williams. DeGraff, 7 for 47, and Harris, 2 for 12. And then defensively, Devon Bryant got 1 sack, and then Caleb Presley got 1 interception. And then for Texas's side, 1 sack by Leon Lafau, and then 2 interceptions by Malik Muhammad, 91 overall senior. Nice job ending off his season strong since Texas lost. And that's the first round of the CFP bracket. And then with that, standing-wise, just to make sure that you guys know, the bracket is now going to be ranked 5 Florida, 13-1, against ranked 6 Sam Houston, who are 12-1, or ranked 6, but technically seed 4. And then rank 8, seed 8 is LSU, who are 11-2. Rank 1, seed 1, Boise State, who are 12-1. Then Ohio State, rank 5, seed 6, 11-2. Alabama, rank 3, seed 3, 11-2. Washington, rank 10, seed 10, 10-3. And Texas Tech, our only undefeated team, who should be rank 1, but they're not. Rank 2, seed 2, Texas Tech, 13-0. It'd be really cool if we end up facing off our former team in the national championship, but It probably won't work like that. But right now, just because we like to do it for fun, we did it last week, but I want Sam Houston, of course, to make it through, and then I want Boise State to make it through because I think it would be more fun because I don't like LSU because they always make it through. And Ohio State and Alabama I both don't like because they always make it through, but I think Ohio State's a lesser of two evils. But they did win recently, so maybe Alabama. Washington and Texas Tech, I want Texas Tech to make it through. So hopefully we'll see about that. All right, next, let's play against Florida as our last 3 weeks as the Sam Houston Bearcats offensive coordinator start officially. Now it's time against the Florida Gators, ranked 4, who are 89 across the board. We are 80, 79, 81. Let's give it our best shot. All right, looks like we went through the first 3 minutes or so, and they settled for a field goal with their first drive. So pass to Gavin Hill for 4 yards, then a 3-yard rush by Trayvon Webb, and the 41-yard field goal is good by Tommy Treggs. So start us off with a nice little shocky option, one of our favorite cheese plays. Oh no, rank 8 LSU beat rank 1 Boise State 31-17. Man, I can't believe rank 1 lost that much. And then Ohio State beat, Ohio State rank 5 beat Alabama with 49-47. Dang, that sucks. That's not a close game for Boise State, but still fun, I guess, to see. Keep running, Reggie. Keep running. I was reading, so I messed you up. All right, let's do a smash play. Please, somebody get open. Their defense is way too strong. They have so many stars on their side, man. So unfortunate. Mukaba, please turn around. Oh my gosh, he came running out of nowhere. Okay, we're gonna do our. We have to do our halfback direct play because this is our best shot. We gotta score some points. Don't want to do a punt just yet. Give me that block. There you go, number 79. Yes, sir. Keeping our drive alive, boys. Love it. All right, so it looks like we want to keep passing, so they want to play aggressive. Let's play aggressive. Yeah, Ohio State 49, Alabama ranked 3, 47. Looks like Washington and Texas Tech are tied. Nice. Oh no, that's gonna be. We're actually the star defender. Dang. Okay, let's do an inside zone. Play it a little bit safe on this one. They just have so much. Look at that. All 4 of their corners are stars, and then their inside linebacker is a star as well. Both inside linebackers are stars, so their defense is, geez. That's why they're 13-1, man. Oh, man, this is going to be so tough. Mukaba. Oh, at least it wasn't intercepted. 4th and 6. We're going to run it again. We're just going to hope we get another boy to protect us. Coming behind you, 65. Come on. Give me that block, please. Give me that block. Keep our hopes alive. There we go, sir. That's what we love to see. 65 once again. Nice job, Boyle. Keeping it alive. All right, let's do an inside zone split. That will turn into a nice little halfback dive up the middle. See if we can get behind 65 again. Ooh, Larson as well getting that block. Nope. Coverage died out a little bit on that one, so let's do play action read. See if we can get anybody onto the left side. Oh, no, into the first quarter. All right. Stressing a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to have to be slow and methodical on this one and hope that our defense can hold out, but our defense is not going to be as strong as their defense, so probably going to give up a couple touchdowns on this one. We'll see. We'll probably lose, but we'll give it our best shot, boys. We'll give it our best shot. Larson, you're faster than him. No, you're not. He just sped up all at once. Larson, next dagger. And just, it's impossible to pass the ball against him, man. Mukaba, turn around and catch. He held on. Thank you, Mukaba. Ah, you're the best. All right, let's do a middle slant to the left this time. Try to play a little bit safe, maybe back to Mukaba because Leo's still being blocked by that dude. I think he's our best defender. No, Leo. Good cut by Leo. He didn't stand no chance against you. Beautiful stuff, man. All right, they responded with another field goal, 3 points. 2:06 left in the second. Nice job. At least we held them away. DJ Lagway pass knocked away by Raylan Adams. 2-yard rush by DJ. And then 40-yard field goal is good by Tommy Tragg. So both 40-yard field goals. Let's give it our best shot. Let's do sock each option, our favorite cheese play. See if we can get anybody. See if we can get Grimes the ball. All right, here it comes, Grimesy. You're going to be against star defenders. That star came out of nowhere. All right, let's do a halfback mid-draw. Try to get some yards back since it's going to end the second quarter. So see if we can get anything out of it. Try to... That freaking high snap. Give me that block, 65. Yes, sir. Good. Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll do the cutback on that one. Let's do an all-go. Coach wants us, so maybe Leo can be fast enough than that star defender. Come on, Leo. Be fast. Be fast, Leo. Right there. Turn around, Leo. Right now. Oh, my gosh. Leo caught it right above his head. Leo, you're a fantastic beauty. That was awesome, Leo. Holy crap. All right, Leo getting us in the end zone. Let's see if we can get him the ball now for this touchdown. Leo again. Oh, maybe Larson with a little bit of a deep short pass. Fight through it, Larson. Offensive lineman, baby. Love to see it. All right, let's do a slant again. Just keep it simple. Try to see if we can get in with anybody. Maybe Larson again. Maybe Mukaba. We'll see. We'll see. Mukaba. Give me those tips. Yes, sir. Those beautiful tippy toes. Nice job, Mukaba. All right, looks like they actually score a touchdown this time. 13-14. They're keeping it alive. Pass to Gavin Hill for 9 yards. Jeremiah Smith for 17-yard touchdown. Extra point is good by Tommy Tregs. All right, keeping it interesting. 16 seconds left in the second. We're going to go for one little bit of a short pass, then we'll probably go for it all the way with Hail Mary. All right, Grimes, give me that horizon. No, you touched. That was on you, man. All right, looks like they want us to shock each option. Let's see if we can get that one off. We want to get some yardage. Looks like Larson's going to be the one that wants to shock each this time. Right there, Larson. Give me that cut. Thank you, sir. Call timeout. 7 seconds left. Beautiful, Larson. Beautiful. See if we can score again. We get the ball back at the end of this half, so try to score as much as possible because they're keeping it very close. We're trying to do our best. Ours run an all go. We need at least get in the field goal range. So just get one play, call timeout. So don't go for that touchdown. Just get a field goal. Oh, Brian. Oh, no. Going too risky for it. Dang it. They kept themselves alive with 1 second left. That's unfortunate. Let's do cover 4 quarters just to make sure they don't score right here because I know the AI will give it to them. Okay, so they're going for victory formation. So we're fine then. Well, that's unfortunate. So we threw an interception to end off the second half, but we survived. It's just unfortunate that they stopped us from scoring at least some points. That will turn into a inside zone because there's not very much people on the line to block us out. Let's give it. Yeah, there we go. 54. Good block, son. There we go. Keep running, Reggie. Fight for that first down. Yes, sir. That's what we love to see. All right, shocking shotgun again. That keeps making us do. Let's do play action crossers. One of our favorite boys. See if we can get anybody on the outside. Mukaba won't be fighting a. Nope, now he will. So all the wide receivers changed over. Ooh, Leo. Beat your man, Leo. That dude blew that coverage so hard. Leo with that touchdown. Nice job, Leo. Love to see it. 129 yards already for Leo. Beautiful. Let's start the second half. We score touchdown, and they score back, and they get that extra point conversion. Pass to Jeremiah Smith for 14 yards. 61-yard rush by Aiden Mizzo for a touchdown. So AI gave them the touchdown on a 61-yard rush. Then 2-point conversion is good by DJ Lagaway, the QB. That's unfortunate. So AI wants them to really win since they're 89 across the board. All right, let's do a halfback dive. Get behind Larson. There you go, Larson. Give me that block. Ooh, number 65 with that block as well. Reggie, keep fighting. Okay, let's run another inside zone. Just try to get this first down. 107 yards last week, 72 this week so far for Reggie. Just try to pad up his stats a little bit, see if we can get... Because I think their pass defense is a lot better than their rush defense, so just keep it played safe a little bit. Let's do socket Joshua. That way we're going to audible into an Ohio sale. See if we can get anybody open. We've mostly been going Leo on this one, so maybe we'll get Bledsoe or another person. No, he's too good on that side, yeah, so we'll just get a little bit of a first down with Mukaba. Oh, almost a good block. Came screaming out of nowhere. Let's do a double post to the left side. We just got to keep it methodical. They're going to score no matter what, because the AI is going to give them those points. We're just going to hope for the best that we can hang in there. Mukaba, turn. Ah, man, that was almost a... He hit him hard. There's an inside zone to the left. At least he's still in. All right. Come behind you, 65. Oh, man, he came out of nowhere. 3rd and 7. Yeah, we have to keep scoring touchdowns because they're going to keep scoring touchdowns. All right, maybe Leo as soon as he gets past the goal line or the first down marker. Right there. Wide open for Leo. Give me that block, 83. Oh, Leo almost held on. That was a good job, though. Good effort from Leo. He's playing fantastically. Let's do play action slide. 154 yards so far for this game for Leo. Keep at it, boys. That interception might be kind of killer with that field goal. Yeah, number 5 was screaming out of nowhere. I kept going in my position, and he wouldn't move. Let's do a halfback draw. It's going to be a blitz up the middle with number 24, but we're just going to keep just risking for the biscuit. Just get some rushing yards to even ourselves out. All right, 3rd and 7. Let's turn that into a play action crosser. Is one of our favorite boys now for this game. All right, coming to you, Bledsoe. Oh, no, maybe not. Look about. Dang it. Play action crossers, we're going to just go for it. Who cares? Risk it for the biscuit. Alright, we'll play some defense. There's off with an overload 3 seam. We haven't played defense in a while with them. So number 5, their defensive player was also a running back. That's unfortunate for us. Maybe why he's so good, Travis Hunter style. Get there, get there, get there. Give me that safety. Oh my gosh, that was so close. 3rd and 19. Let's do a cover 6. Played a little bit safe. Come on, boys, we got this. Esbraz, I'm playing as you, man. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that safety. Put this game off. Take him down. Yes, sir. 4th and 17. That'll end the 3rd quarter. We held out. Don't know if they're gonna do something cute with the punt. Maybe we can. Oh, okay. They ended up. That scared me. All right. Don't do anything cute with the punt. Maybe we can do a block on this one if we're fast enough. Probably not. Nope. Okay. All right. A short baby punt. Leo's returning it. Our fastest boy. That was a horrible punt. Nice. Perfect field position. All right. Inside zone. If we do happen to get the ball back with them not scoring another touchdown, then we're definitely gonna do kneels. Who cares about being a weakling? Yeah, I should have cut further to the left. That's my fault, boys. Sorry. Let's do play action jet sweep. That will turn into a slot cross. Okay. Bledsoe, if you can get off on this guy. Ooh, Leo, if you can get him in front of it. Yes. Fight for it. Fight for it, Leo. Fight, fight, fight. That was close, man. That was close. Good job, Leo. Beautiful stuff. All right, inside zone. Get there, Reggie. I want that end zone. Right behind you, number 65. There you go, sir. Boom, baby. You hit me. You tackled me way too late, man. Oh my gosh, defense. You guys are beautiful bastards. 3 orders by DJ Lagway. Pass drop by Eugene Wilson III. Pass to Trayvon Webb for 7 yards. So those 7 yards didn't count as a first down. So they punted on 4th and 1. Oh my gosh. We have a chance, boys. We have a chance. Barely keeping our hopes alive. Just got to play it safe for 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Coming to you, Mukaba. I ran in you a little bit heavy, but you held on. Good job, sir. All right, inside zone split. Mukaba has about 75 catch, 90 rush, so he's playing pretty good. All right, ooh, number 5 was taken down. Not enough for Reggie to get all the way through, but 4 yards is not bad at all. All right, let's do a seam halfback angle. So this is one of our trickier plays, depending on how Larson goes, because he's the one that usually goes all the way to the end zone. Oh, Mukaba. Nope. Play it safe. All right, let's do our cheese play. We're going to run our halfback direct, because I think we'll settle for a field goal for this one, just because they'll have to go for a 2-point conversion anyways. Or an onside kick if they score a touchdown, and hopefully we'll be able to get that onside kick. Oh, no, easy peasy. Number 79 with that block. Thank you, sir. All right, that'll go to the 2-minute warnings. Let's run a play action read. Probably our last play of this half. So maybe get it to Larson. He'll be against a bunch of double receivers. Nope, actually Larson's wide open. Larson, oh, almost with a touchdown from Larson. Oh, that was beautiful, man. Larson, this is in your honor, dude. This is in your honor. All right, red zone scissors. Coming to you, man. Coming to you. Get that touchdown. Ready? Break. Go. Oh, he came out of bounds. Kind of wasted the time, though, which is good. I want Larson to really get this touchdown, even though it's kind of a little bit weak on this side. There we go. He dropped it that time. I don't know if Larson wants this touchdown, man. Yeah, let's just halfback dive. Larson can get the next one if we win this game, so we're not going to risk it for the biscuit. Speaking of, Larson with a beautiful blocks, as well as number 65, our 2 offensive linemen. Larson now the tight end, of course. Fantastic stuff. And that's Reggie, 112 yards on the season, or on the rushing yard for this game. And then we lead the way. 25 seconds left in the 4th. They did an onside kick. Of course, they scored and got the 2-point conversion. Good thing the AI didn't give them the onside kick, but after 5-yard loss, and Eugene Wilson for 39-yard touchdown. So just give it away, and the 2-point conversion is good. But we kept the ball alive. First off with an inside zone split. They have 2 timeouts left, so we're just going to run the ball. I didn't even check, but what's the injuries like? Yeah, so Kendrick DeJour is still out for the season. He's a junior. He might be back next year. And Florida, Hakeem Williams, Bruce Sternum out for the game. Oh, wow, he got hurt in this game. And partial PCL till right in for 3 weeks, and then compound pressure right guard out for the season. Sorry, boys. So actually, that's more star receiver, boys. All right, Reggie, run us, boy. Oh, he got a little bit hurty on that one, but he survives. Yeah, 29-35 is crazy. But they're going to get a pick 6 here, which is why I'm scared to pass the ball, but we're going to anyways. So give us a nice little halfback. We're going to do a rollout, one of our favorite 4th down plays. We're going to do it on the 2nd down. 22 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. or the second half, fourth quarter. Mukaba right there. Oh, nice. He didn't have enough on that. And Bledsoe with that beautiful block. Perfect. First down. That should end the game right there. You're going to do a jet sweep, play action slot cross. See if we can get anybody open. Maybe Bledsoe. Try to... So I'm really worried about them scoring with how many seconds left. Mukaba was wide open. Not even close. Mukaba, touchdown. Beautiful stuff, son. Beautiful stuff. So they want us to go for 2. Let's do it. QB blast, baby. I'm so far away. There's no way I'm going to get it. Can I get somebody to help me out? Okay. Nope. We're just going to go for it. Vioto, just running head. Charge! He got that broken tackle. Nice job, Vioto. 43-29. Now, in first and 10, they have 1 yard rush by DJ Lagway with 4 seconds left in the fourth. Their last play is no good. We win 43-29. Very, very close game, but we held out at the last second with some clutch plays from Leo, Reggie, Larson, Mukaba, Bledsoe, Grimes, and player of the game was Leo, 5 for 181 for 2 touchdowns. Definitely want to take him. I'm going to try to see if we can force the transfer. I'm going to try to be the new offensive coordinator that takes our place. Basically, play as them, force the transfer for Leo. Hopefully, Texas Tech will be able to get him. It'd be hilarious if we don't. I looked at our stats. We were completely shut out in the first quarter, but they scored 3 points. And then 14-10, 8-7, 22-8. So we really saved our bacon in the fourth quarter. Oh, that was so scary. And we had to play that defense as well in order to stay alive. 29-43, 11 first downs to 21, 332, total offense to 443, 16-84, rushing yards to 19 of 99, and 2 touchdowns. And passing yards 236 to 344. And then, of course, our one interception, And for player stats, Vioto 204, 15-27, 344 yards, 55 completion rating, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. So staying around our 50 completion rating, as always. And then for Florida, 206.7, 17-21, 236, 80 completion rating, 2 touchdowns. Played a monster game. And then rushing 8 of 9, 726, 1 of 61. Yeah, that was that touchdown that almost wrecked our season. And then for Sam Houston, 17-116 for Reggie, 2 for -17 for Drew for those 2 sacks. And receiving for Sam Houston, Mukaba 6 for 117, Leo 5 for 181, and Larson 4 for 46. Yep, fantastic stuff, boys. That was beautiful to see. Love it a lot. And for Florida, we have 5 for 59, 376, 337, 341, 212, and 111. So we had 2 sacks by Florida by Miles Graham and Keon Keeley. And then the interception was Cormani McLean, number 25. 1 sack by Aris Bisala, and then Stevens and Ford. But luckily, we survived against Florida, getting 2,024 XP. Dean Ford was Defensive Player of the Week with 3 tackles for loss and 3 TOT and 2 tackles for loss. And Leo was Offensive Player of the Week with 5 181 and 2 touchdowns. Good job, Leo. Been Player of the Week a lot lately. Next, against the Rose Bowl game, number 8 LSU Tigers. So it looks like everybody that was in the top 5 has been knocked out already. Strategist unlocked. Oh, we knocked... Man, it's been a while since we locked a coach upgrade. That's awesome. All right, let's look at our coach carousel real quick, just for funsies. Yeah, so see, this is why we picked up the Texas Tech job, because there was no other job openings available. That's why we kept it simple, did it so early. We'll see who ends up taking our place. Actually, who's up for our position, by the way? I saw it quickly as I passed by. Yeah, OC, yeah, previous head coach, Gideon. So DC and OC from Rice, Estes. Interesting, okay. Could be interesting. And it looks like they're doing a full revamp at Texas Tech as well, so we might end up being a completely random guy. But whoever ends up taking our position, that's we'll end up using to try to, steal our boy back. All right, let's see who we can hire for funsies. So I'm thinking that since we're not going to even bother with keeping our boy, like we're only going to play with them for 1 season, so I think we'll just... He was up for my Sam Houston offensive coordinator position. So let's add him on. Why not? Try to see if we can grab him up. And then this guy, we will pick up. So he's testing pipeline. Yeah, let's pick him up. Why not? It'd be fun if there's an internal position that gets opened out. Yeah, not the best on these boys, but still could be fun to see how far they go. All right, in week 2, we had LSU beat Boise State 31-17. So in this game, 15 first downs to 12. Let's go over our new player stats. Malachi Nelson, 130 rating, 240 yards, 1 touchdown, 29 long, 17 of 31, 54 completion rating. So not a fantastic game. And then LSU, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 72 long, 1 sack, 22 of 29 for 75 completion rating and 241 yards for the junior, 88 overall. And then for rushing, Collins is 9 for 66, so quarterback again getting some good stats. And then IBF 4 for 58, and then Durham 16 for 52. Boise State 14 to 54 for Dubar, 5 for 19 for Nelson. The receiving for Boise, 5 for 93, 357, 338, 427, and 225. So nobody got above 100 yards. And LSU 11 for 102 for Shelton Sampson, 172, 528, 318, and 114. And defensively for LSU, we had no sacks and no interceptions. And for Boise State, they had that one interception, which was by Clay Martineau, but it wasn't enough to keep their hopes alive. Number 1 seed goes down. And then next we have Ohio State and Alabama, number 5 against number 3. So Ohio State beat Alabama 49 to 47, a very, very close game going into overtime, but ranked 5 holds out, so an upset. And then we have 406 yards, 5 touchdowns, 75 long, 2 sacks, 23 of 34 for 67 completion rating for Austin Mack. And then for Ohio State, 438 yards, 5 touchdowns, 44 long, 2 sacks, 32 of 42 for 76 completion rating. And then for rushing, 18 of 40, 84 for Peoples, 8 for 32 for Noland. And for Alabama, 18 of 59 for Brown, 6 of 18 for Mack. Then receiving 3 for 139, monster game for Jaron Hamilton, 46 average. And Williams 6 for 107, Lockwood 4 for 66, Henderson Jr. 4 for 49, Adams 3 for 26. Ohio State Rogers 8 for 147, a very good game. LeBlanc 9 for 138, 5 for 71 for Bell, 5 for 47 for Graham, 3 for 21 for Peoples, and then 2 for 14 for Ebron. So very close on defense, offensively. And 1 sack Ohio State for Brownlow, Dindy, and Smith. And then for Alabama, 1.5 sacks by Cole Pace. Nice job for him for the freshman. Awesome. And then no interceptions. So keeping that very interesting. And the next, Washington against Texas Tech. Washington beats Texas Tech 31 to 21. So unfortunately, the undefeated team, another upset. Number 10 beats ranked 2. So I guess there's something to play for next season whenever we play as the Texas Tech Red Raiders head coach. Unfortunately, though, that they ended up losing because it'd be fun to play Texas against Texas in the national championship, but it's whatever. All right, and then player stats, we have Jake Strong Jr., who's going to be our senior wide receiver next season. 107.9 rating, 194 yards, 1 interception, 5 sacks, 17 of 29, 58 completion rating, so no touchdowns for him. Then Washington, 165.2 for Williams, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 39 long, 2 sacks, 16 of 24. And then Mohammed, 9 for 48. Williams Jr., 13 for 32. And then Texas Tech, 15 to 63, 8, 20, 4, 14. And then receiving, we have 587 for Quay Eakins, 343, 541, 215, and 28. Then Washington, 488, 250, 325, 225, 425, and 114. So just went a little bit more methodical with it. Is not very much stats-wise of craziness. But Hayden Moore, fantastic game for him with 3.5 sacks for the junior, 83 overall from Washington. And then Waters, 0.5 sacks. And then interception-wise, we have 1 interception by Elton Cribbs, the freshman, 75 overall. Nice job. And Texas Tech had 1 sack by Amir Washington, the junior, 88 overall. And then 1 interception by Ben Roberts, the senior, 94 overall. Nice job. And then going into the semis, we have Ohio State and Washington, number 5 against number 10, against Sam Houston and LSU, number 6 and number 8. So this is going to be a fun one. So basically, teams that are ranked 5 and lower. So keeping it very interesting. I kind of want Washington to make it through because I think it'd be more fun since Ohio State won the last one in real life. And I think ranking-wise, where did everybody end up? Yeah, so Florida and Clemson were the top-ranked 2 teams in this season. Since they're at the top of the SEC, we took down Florida. In 2025, Florida and Clemson. And then 2024, Oregon and Clemson. So Clemson hasn't been in the playoffs at all this season. And then for Washington, they were barely close to being promoted. Alabama and LSU got promoted. Washington lost it by 1 win. Hopefully they'll be able to get promoted this next season. Then Ohio State also missed promotion in the Big Ten by 1 win because Boise State and Texas both went 11-1. So all the teams that were basically close to promotion but didn't get in the end got promoted, except LSU, of course, because they got promoted, and us, of course, as well. So that's interesting. All right, start us off with a nice little halfback dive in the middle, see what we got defensively. So they have two really good corners, another one on the right side, and then two really good off interior linemen, as well as a good middle linebacker. So it's going to be another tough one. All right, starts off, just do a little couple run plays, see if we can just slow and steady wins the race kind of styles. Hopefully our defense can hold out against them. We shall see how that goes. Reggie got wrecked right there. Holy crud. Sorry, man. All right, let's do it at halfback direct, up the middle. One of our favorite plays. Keep it simple. Direct snap. Give me that first down. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, boys. Perfect. So our first down. Keep it easy. Let's do stack out next. All right, who wants it? Who wants it? Maybe a QB run if we need to. There's nothing on this one, so I'll just toss it to you. And watch their boys. Let's do Southeast dig. Give me Larson up the middle. Could be fun. Give it our best shot. Ooh, Leo actually. Good cut through. Nice job, Leo. Hold on to that ball. Perfect for that first down. All right, play action sweep to the left. Let's see. Slow and methodical. Don't do any risky plays. Okay. Oh my god, that immediate blitz. Wow, just completely booed coverage against number 15. All right, so halfback dive, try to get some yards back because our friggin' defense or offensive lineman blew up. All right, get behind number 70 for that. You guys blocked too far ahead. All right, let's do a high-low dig. If anything, we probably have to settle for a field goal. All right, who wants to get open? Leo, good cut through. Give me those tippy toes. Nope. Come on, man. All right, give me that. Please get that field goal. Missed. His first miss of the regular season, of course, is in the playoff game when we really needed him. Sack for 10-yard loss. Ricky Collins passed to Sampson for 13 yards and a 4-yard rush by Caden Durham. Good job, team. There's your slant play. We're zeroed all. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize we were. That's horrible field position for us. The student inside zone. They're too fast on the sack, so we'll see if we can get Reggie open. Reggie up the middle. Keep finding Reggie. There we go. A little bit of yards, a little bit of breathing room. All right, let's do a halfback direct. Oh, that's the end of the first quarter. Oh man. So staying at 0-all. So yeah, we're very good teams. So it's going to be a stressful one for sure. All right, yep, let's do our favorite halfback direct, see if we can get anything out of it. At least get out of this end zone so we don't get wrecked. All right, coming behind you, 65. Watch 46, number 78. There you go. There you go. Keep running. Keep running. Nothing, Reggie. Come on. Boys need to protect us better. Yeah, they just want us to run, but I know they're gonna sack us. Oh man, they're gonna sack us so good. It's gonna suck. All right, let's do Southeast dig. We're just gonna risk it for the biscuit. I know for a fact they're going to hit us hard on this one. Going for that all-out blitz. Yep, there we go. Oh my god, he's so quick. Leo, please. Oh my god. Do Foxfire zone press. That's disgusting. We'll play a little bit of defense. Can't believe they got that. Wow. There was no way he was even in the region to catch that interception. Nickel blitz 3, just keep blitzing. Because they're already in that red zone anyways. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to break the tie first, so we'll probably lose this game. Good hit, number 99. All right. They'll probably go for that pass play, so we'll do a cover 3. We won't do another all-out blitz. Here it comes. Number 1 is going to get the touchdown. No, but it was number 24, of course. Bledsoe, maybe, if you can beat your man. Nice job, Bledsoe, holding on to that ball. 3 minutes left in the second. Good job. All right, so we have back dive with the middle. Thank you, sir. Go behind you, number 70. Just give me that block when you need to. Nope, you completely ran away from him. Or you ran towards him, but not enough to actually protect us. Let's do a post-wheel drag. I just have to start doing QB runs, man. They're not giving me any opportunities. All right. That one's should be going to Larson, but I think we can run this one in. Yep, there you go. A little bit of a late tackle, but it's fine. Let's do a chipped corner strike. Try to stay away from there in the middle of the field. Maybe Bledsoe again, if he can beat the guy on the corner, it would be beautiful. Right there, Bledsoe. Give me that cut. Number 25 coming out of nowhere to knock the ball out of his hands. Come on. He had that one. Going in motion, leaving Leo wide open. Touchdown, Leo. Man, the freaking get there, man. Jeez. Defense immediately lost the plot. 76-yard touchdown pass. Wow, of course, yeah. So I was just going to give it to him straight up. Like, come on. That was just stupid. Just going up to a 76-yard pass after all that. All right, Bledsoe coming to you again. Gosh, number 25. Oh my god, I never given up sack to number 15. Ridiculous. So an overload 3 seam, they're going to score a touchdown. They're just not, the AI's just not giving us a chance, man. Wow, that should have been intercepted of how close my guy was. So stupid. Yeah, so we're not going to make it to the national championship this season. It is AI. That's okay. We tried our best. All right, coming to you, Leo. Turn around, get that ball. There we go, son. Love to see it, Leo. Good hustle, man. Good hustle. Turn that for another touchdown. Nice job. All right, going into halftime. After halftime, we are defense held out for the last 45 seconds. So let's see if we can score here. At least tie it up. Try to keep our hopes alive. There's nobody open yet. Flag, so probably against us since we got a first down. Good job, Bledsoe, for at least breaking those 2 tackles. So it's going to be against us for sure. All right, Grimes, can you even get open, please? It would be beautiful. Grimesy, nothing. We're going to run it. Wow, 5 yards. All right, let's do a halfback direct, see if we can get as much yards back. That dude really ruined our freaking chances, man. 65, you're one of our star defenders, man. You've only had like 2 flags your entire career, dude. That's not a halfback direct. Oh my god, really? Did you see that crap? Come on. That's just ridiculous. He full-on glitched through 15 people. Yep, we don't have this one. Especially since the AI's giving it to them so obviously like that. Just because you're higher overall, we play better as a unit. Yep, touchdown. Easy peasy. So wide open, it's insane. And our fast boy that usually blocks field goals is no longer fast enough to block field goals, apparently. Ridiculous. Yep. So back to 2 touchdowns ahead. 28 seconds left to score, of course. Love doing sub 30 seconds for no reason. See what you got, Grimes. Nothing again. Whatever. I don't care. Almost was a complete pick 6 for number 23. Now he got an interception. We should have kneeled it in, but that's okay. Alright, now what? Let's do a play action flood. First interception against LSU for this game. Larson is not going to be bad. Larson has bad hands all the time, so we'll just get it to a little bit of it. Come on, seriously? What's the flag? Why is he doing holding so many times? Also, number 65 is not our best boy. That's 56 right there. And look how icy Vioto is. And like garbage, man. All right, Leo. Get that first down. Thank you, sir. Hold on to it, please. Thank you. All right, let's do a jet sweep to the left. Got to score 2 touchdowns, so we'll probably play defense if we are able to score, but we'll probably throw an interception, so that's besides the point. We're not going to even try to play like that. All right, Leo, give me those tippy toes. Why would you even bother looking at that one if you're not going to give it to us? Go away. All right, let's do a slot cross again. One of our favorite plays, see if we can get anybody open. And the number 15 probably be enough for take us down. Yep, almost. Hold on. Oh my God, seriously. Why does the animation make him keep pushing forward, but for them, they always catch it? Should we play extra read? Bledsoe maybe to the left. Nope, there's nothing. So we're going to have to run this one. Nope, he's too fast. All right, dump off to Reggie. Reggie has a good shot. That wasn't too bad from you, Reggie. Nice job, man. All right, so what coach has for us. Let's do an inside zone to the left side. Yep. We're hoping for the best. All right. Up the middle from Reggie. Again, number 31 came out of getting blocked by 6 people to take us down. Okay, so slot outside. Well, they're not giving us anything on this one. Leo wide open. Nope, not wide open. Almost intercepted again by number 23. All right, let's do a mountain slide. We'll turn it into a halfback dig, see if we can at least get a new play on downs. They're both going for that blitz. Give me that block. There we go. Reggie barely touched for a touchdown. Nice job, boys. Nice job. All right, of course, they recovered for 29 yards, giving them good field position, but let's play some defense. If we can stop them right here, then we might have a chance. We shall see. If anything, hopefully it can go into overtime. Man, that slow handoff was... God dang, how did you not see that? Man, my dude was so slow off the rip. Turn it. Oh my god, really? Number 9, you had that freaking interception in the bag. Give us a chance. Oh my god, really? That's funny. It's just, I guess they're giving us a chance. We'll see. Look above, hold on to it. Hold on to it. There we go. Okay, let's do a curl flat. That will turn into a nice little algo. Let's everybody just have fun with it. It's your last game, probably. Bledsoe, turn around. Obviously, it was only deflected. He took him out way too late, though. The ball was already not even close to him. Let's do slot pivots. Maybe Grimes going through the middle. Maybe. Yep, there you go. Oh my god, why did you throw it so low, man? That is our last play of the game. Let's do play action dagger. 15's coming for that blitz again. Yep, there he goes. Not even... How do we stop him? Cover 6 Willie. Because Larson just completely botched it these last 2 games, man. He sucks. And so does our defense. They keep going for blitzes. Bledsoe. Intercepted. Nope. Doesn't even turn around, but it doesn't count as pass interference or anything. OSU wins 38-21. They go to the national championship against Washington, where I hope Washington creams them, because I think it'll be hilarious. But AI just had it really out against us. There was a couple really cheese ones, like whenever he ran through and glitched through like 6 people. Number 15 always glitching through our number 70 Larson. And then like that one time where he did a spin and he went through like 6 people that were blocking him. That kind of crap. So there's a lot of unfortunate computer glitches on this one. That is... And of course, bad play from me as well, but a lot of that. A lot of both. So, unfortunately. We lose in the Rose Bowl game to LSU 38-21. And that's our final game as the Sam Houston Bearcat offensive coordinator. 11 first downs to 9. 301 passing into 257. 2 turnovers. Yep, 2 interceptions for both teams. They ended up getting those in the red zone, but not enough to hang on. Then Ricky Collins 11 for 17, 257, 64 completion rating, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Sam Houston 10 for 33, 301, 30 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, one of our worst showings ever. Then for rushing, 10 for 55 for Reggie, 6 of 6 for Drew. LSU was 10 for 46 for Durham. Collins was 7 of 13. Then for receiving for LSU, we have 5 for 106 for Landon Epita. Yeah, they gave him a lot of 60-yard bombs for no apparent reason, but whatever. 2 for 25, 2 for 30, 1 for 32, 1 for 2. And then for Sam Houston, 5 for 156. Leo played a pretty good game. 3 for 88 for Bledsoe. He was a good secondary for us on this one. 1 of 18, 1 of 39. Then yeah, Larson dropped all of his, fortunately. And then for sacks, yeah, Jalen Rode 0.5, Ford 0.5, and Jalen Rode with a interception, and then Caleb Holloway, so our 2 star defensive players, ended up getting 1 interception apiece to end off their season, which is nice. And then Kylan Jackson, number 23, one of their best boys, 88 overall junior, got that interception, as well as Ashton Stamps, CB, number 1. And then sacks-wise, yep, number 11, Deshaun Womack, 91 overall senior, got those 3 sacks. And that ends our season as a Sam Houston Bearcat. Jalen was Defensive Player of the Week for the CUSA, and Leo was Offensive Player of the Week for the CUSA. Nice job, boys. In Bowl Week 3, Washington beat Ohio State. Creamed them, actually, 56-31. Nice job. So some player stats, we have 337, 4 touchdowns, 71 long, 4 sacks, 19 of 30 for 63 completion rating for Aaron Nolan. And for Washington, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 66 long, 1 sack, 27 of 39, 35 for completion rating, 469 yards. Fantastic game from him. Then for rushing, 11 for 101 for Mohammed. Nice job, sir. 6 of 53, 5 of 5, 304. Ohio State, 8 of 25, 9 of 22, so barely ran on that one. The receiving, 4 for 120, 783, 380, 346, so a good even ratio, actually. And for Washington, just so much more yardage. 9, 174, 6, 107, 6, 102, 340, 220, and 117. And then defensively for Washington, they had 2 sacks by Tre'Davious Bowers, and then 1 sack by Erickson, 1 sack by Bryant, and then interceptions, nothing. And then for Ohio State, no sack, 1 sack by Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy, and then 1 interception by Aaron Scott Jr. Good job, boys. And that ends that for the semifinals. And then so we move forward once again. Let's look at some higher staff, see what we got. So it looks like we ended up picking up these guys, okay? They ended up picking up LaMichael Gideon from alma mater Georgia State. Oh, wow. So they stayed. That's so funny. So our alma mater was also Georgia State, and they picked him up as well. That's hilarious. So the user picked up another one that had the same as us. It looks like he's starting off in the hot seat for the OC. Sorry, Boyo. Yeah, 226 for Texas Tech. Oh, so it looks like so why is his record with Texas Tech already so low? Wasn't he the Rice guy? You're 32 of 9. You're Syracuse alma mater. Okay. Yep, so that's a fun one. Then I wonder if anybody else. It looks like Sam Houston keeps their job as well because they got playoffs back to back. Oh no, the new is Sid Frank head coach. So it looks like Elliott Bennett ended up getting taken out. We could have been the head coach of those Sam Houston Bearcats. It's annoying that they never gave us the option. What about recruiting within, man? Come on. All right, we skip ahead one more week to end off the regular season. So unfortunately, ended off a little bit lackluster. Not even making it to the national championship this time. Like whenever we lost last year to Georgia, we don't even make it all the way there. So now we are a Texas Tech Red Raider, Pro Potential A, Coach's Ability B-, 86 across the board to start us off. At rank 12, we are grade A. Starting us off nice and high. Right, since we went 13-0 in the 2026 season with Texas Tech, they go up to the top flight in the Big Ten, and so hopefully they'll try to rank up as well and keep ranking up. They ranked up from the American into ACC, and then in 2024, no, they were in the American as well. So overall, since we started this series, they haven't had a losing season. So hopefully we can keep at that as we go into the Big Ten, which is the top 4 divisions of the. So we have Leonard Goodman. Oh, okay. So he was already gone. Gotcha. So Leonard Goodman, and then we have Patrick Doring, defensive coordinator. Okay, nice. That's going to be fun ones. And Sid Frank is going to be the new head coach of Sam Houston. I really wonder what happened to Elliott Bennett. I wonder if he's still around. Yeah, so those are those other guys that got. Oh, no, they got hired. Oh, so the good boys got fired. Okay, so they fired every single boy, even though. Yeah, they fired both sets, even though. Come on. Even though they were undefeated, but I guess they lost in like the quarterfinal, so they didn't play very good. I'm not really seeing anything on Elliott Bennett, so I guess he just got pushed around a little bit. Okay, so now let's see. The Washington, yes, beat LSU. Thank you, Washington, for protecting us. All right, so let's look at the last bracket, see what we got stats-wise. I'm glad Washington won. That's fun. In the national championship, Washington won by a field goal, 31-28. 16 first downs to 15. Player stats, 252 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 57 long, 4 sacks, 17-29 for 58 completion rating. Washington, 383 yards, 3 touchdowns, 91 long, 3 sacks, 26 of 39 for 66 completion rating. Nice job for that 91 long. Rushing, 12 of 63, 6 of 16. LSU, 15 for 100, 7 of 20. Receiving, 8 for 127 for Landon, 2 for 67 for Sampson, 3 for 38 for Anderson, 3 for 16 for Durham. Washington, 4 for 135, 477, 775, 434, 227, 222, 314. Overall, played extra fantastic. Washington sacks, Bowers for 2. He's had 2 back-to-back sacks per the weeks. Hayden Moore, 1 sack, and 0.5. And then interceptions, 1 interception by Tavon Bryant. And for LSU, there was 1 sack by Weslowski, 1 sack by Velasco, and 1 sack by Suggs. And then no interceptions. And that's it. Washington is the national champions. And unfortunately for Washington, though, that they were 3rd place in the Big 12 because Alabama and LSU had a better record. So they ended up taking down their own divisional rival in the national championship, but they still get 3rd place and don't get promoted, unfortunately. But hopefully they can get it next year. Sam Houston players leaving. We have Chancellor Proc going to the Pro Draft projected round 2. Yes, sir. I love that because he got our interception pretty much the whole week, the entire season. And then Kane Johnson is being transferred at halfback. Transfer Mateo Santoso. Caleb Holloway is graduating. He should have been a draft pick. Jaden Scott's graduating as well. Pro draft projected round 1 for Rhett Larson. Tight end, offensive lineman. Yeah, 99 overall, of course. He has bad hands, but hopefully he can pick it up a little bit. Then Tolos, Wright, Irving, Arabasala, Jewett, Eckhart, Dixon. Vioto is also graduating at 84 overall. None for him. and then Fiumono graduation, and then pro draft projected round 1, Reggie Fleuriama. Yes, sir. So our favorite boys, Larson, Fleuriama, as well as Chance and Prox are all getting graduated or projected draft picks, and one of our highest draft picks as well. So I tried to steal Leo from the Sam Houston Bearcats, but he was completely locked out for me, unfortunately, and he was like 20th on my list, so I couldn't recruit him. So I just reloaded my save and just gonna keep him on the Sam Houston Bearcats as their top wide receiver, and hopefully they can keep getting promoted with him, and let's hope for the best. That will, I hope they make it all the way. So for the Texas Tech, their wide receiver, round 1, Micah Hudson. Middle linebacker, round 1. Center, round 2. And then strong safety, round 7. Let's see how our boys did in Sam Houston. Come on, team. Round 1, Reggie. Round 1, Larson. Round 2, Chanston. And then Caleb Holloway, round 7. We had 4 high-level draft picks. 2 went to round 1. 1 went to round 2. I wonder if that counts for development for us for the XP goals and the abilities. Players drafted in round 1, 2 completed, 500 experience award, so it does count. We got a new halfback in Antone Exum from Missouri. Frankie Arthur, 4-star from Conroe, Texas, halfback. Quarterback, Debron Ibarra, 3-star from Houston. Joe Obi from Norman, Oklahoma, left end, 4-star. So a lot of firsts, especially since they went 13-0, almost level 38. Tight end, 67 overall freshman, so we'll turn our senior into a tight end, the elusive back. Turn him into a vertical threat. We have another senior halfback over there. Turn him into another tight end, vertical threat. Just fill out those freshmen. We'll probably redshirt them. Keep it easy on ourselves. Then another super high level boy, but he's a lot weaker, so we'll keep him as our secondary halfback. Then fullback, doesn't matter. Wide receivers, 92, 90, 82, 79, 77. So we have 3 strong wide receivers, TJ West, LJ Johnson Jr., and Tyson Turner. Not too bad overall for them. And Kelby Walsh. Tight end, yep. These are our halfbacks, Cameron Dickey and Jamari Davis. Both tight ends, so we'll be pretty safe on tight end right now. And left tackle, left guard. So we need another left guard probably, whatever we have extra of. We have no centers. Okay, let's see if we can turn one of these boys into a center. 85 power. Dominic Pierce, what are you, a sophomore? Okay, we want a heavy boy on center. So we have 2 seniors, Daniel Still and Caden Carr. Let's do Daniel Still, since he's our second. Do we want to get a left tackle in this joint? No, we want a left guard. Yeah, left guard, okay. Okay, center, right guard. Yeah, anybody want to be 87 power? Okay. Actually going to be the same power. What about Brian Bautista? Nope. Okay, same power, yeah, because they just swapping positions barely. What about right tackle? Oh my gosh, so many right tackles. Holy crap. Yeah, so here's what we'll do. We'll go right guard. We'll turn Dominic Pierce, the sophomore, into a left guard. Poker that side of the ball. Give us some good offensive line coverage. Perfect. Then left end, nothing really. Right in, about even as well. Defensive tackle's not too strong. Left outside linebacker's pretty weak. All right, we got a couple options over here. Let's turn Justin Horn to a left outside linebacker. There we go. Spread out the wealth a little bit. And then right outside linebacker, same thing. So middle linebackers are pretty good. So let's turn Miguel Dingle into a right outside linebacker. There we go. Then corners, 88, 83, 70. So real steep drop on our corners, unfortunately. Full safety, only one good one. Strong safety, kind of decent for both. And kicker is going to be 73 overall. That's going to suck. And then punter. Okay. Not too bad team-wise, somewhat, but not great. All right, then 20,000 XP to get us to level 40. About halfway to level 41. Nice job. And some training results. Let's see what we got, boys. Give me some good stats. So went up 96. Perfect. He's now 92. He's already around there. Let me see Sam Houston, actually. I want to see how high our boys went. So it looks like Kevin Amerson's the next quarterback at 74 overall, so that's going to be a pretty weak boy. Leo, 92 overall still. Nice job, dude. Speed, acceleration are pretty much perfect. Excited to see where they go from here. And it looks like Kendrick DeJour is officially back. Nice job, man. All right, that's going to do it for me for the final episode for this season, for the 2026 season. Next, we'll be do the constant conferences, and we'll start our first season as the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We'll probably only do one season with them. Hopefully, get them promoted, and then we'll move on. We just want to get our head coach foot in the door as we go to level 40 and work our way up into all the different conferences. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I will see you next week for the start of the 2027 season, or 2 weeks from now, actually, because we're going to take a little bit of a mini break in between. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day.